Well, guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you'll return to subscribe, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Well, guys, yesterday was Super Bowl Sunday, and my team, the Philadelphia Eagles, won. World champs. Congratulations to them. And feels good. But I'm going to talk about the elephant in the room that a lot of people are talking about, and it's the way that Philadelphia Eagles fans in Philly, shout out Philly, were acting the fool in the streets. Not all, but some. And they caught all of this on camera. They were doing some crazy stuff, fighting in the street, setting stuff on fire, rioting, because the team won the national, I almost say national championship, that's college football, but the world title. And I mean, it's okay to celebrate, and this should not shadow the whole city, like a lot of people are saying in comments in some of these videos you're seeing out here, where, oh, Philly is the, that's not right to do that. These are just people that's happy. A lot of these people are drunk, and so on and so forth. But anyway, I want to show you a lot of the craziness that was happening. And you guys take a look in the comment section. Tell me if this is some of the craziest stuff you ever seen. They buck wild out there in Philly, man. Take a look.
We are staying back a little bit, guys, because I'll tell you, there have been some bottles that have been thrown in this direction. So we want to give ourselves a little bit of space here to make sure that we're safe back here, because we have seen that happening, and glass on the ground here as those bottles have been kind of coming over people's heads. But you're seeing that they're kind of creating a bit of a corral for the crowd here to try to push them out of this area. And this has been kind of a process. They started by clearing out that area on the north side of City Hall near the hotel there, and then created that space. Then they pushed them a little bit farther up to Arch. Now they're going beyond Arch and pushing them farther there, all just kind of pushing people to the next area. I think my producer just said something to me in my ear. I couldn't quite hear, so you could repeat that as I'm walking you through what we're seeing here. This is Arch Street that we are made it to here. You can see what was inside that that dump truck. Let's actually take a look from Skyforce 10 so that you can see from the air what things look like. Yeah,
12th and Market, there's on fire. There was something on fire at 12th and Market, which is what we're looking at, a shot from Skyforce 10. And we know after the NFC Championship win a few weeks ago, I went out on Broad Street and I saw numerous fires that were set, and that's what we're looking at right now. Something is on fire. We know crews are going to find out about this quickly and try to do whatever they can to extinguish it. We don't see a lot of people around that fire. Possibly it was set and then they dispersed.
Yeah, you can see police
on bike.
Yeah, on bike corralling the people away from that scene right now. But yeah, this is the aftermath of clearing folks out, obviously, and what police are trying to prevent from happening in other places. Go ahead, Lauren.
That's a couple of blocks from where we are. We don't see anything like that here, but we can see some people on top of a bus shelter, and we know that that did not end well a number of years ago when we had that kind of situation. Again, the mayor has told people do not climb on anything, and you do have some folks there that aren't listening. And this, as police are trying to push people farther and farther down the street to encourage them to leave. But as you guys have been seeing over at 12th and Market, there are still some things that police are going to have to deal with, even as they're trying to get people to go home.
And you said earlier that you saw other law enforcement. I mean, in the images that we're looking at now, we see primarily Philadelphia police officers, but there are other law enforcement agencies from suburban areas that you're seeing out there as well?
Yeah, there are. We saw them coming in earlier today when we saw that big caravan of folks on motorcycles and in vehicles. I know Radnor was one of them. State police, I believe, also were there. But Fred, as you're saying, you're seeing mainly Philadelphia police. Yeah, that's what we're mainly seeing here. But that's also because these are the officers who are here on bikes, and that's the contingent that we're seeing here. We're also seeing them move the gates here and get that dump truck out of here as they move those gates to allow them to go. And actually, if we can swing back around, Bruce, take a look behind you here. We've got, you can see what is staged over here. We've been watching the officers with bikes do their work over here, but just to give you an idea, they are prepared. They have more police staged over there by City Hall. That is a very large contingent of motorcycles, and it looks like they're revving up to start to move. They moved in there as we moved closer to this crowd, so it looks like they are getting ready to start moving down here toward Arch on Broad Street to get people to move along. Here they come.
You know, police tried to do everything they could in advance of tonight, knowing there would be massive celebrations if they won. A few days ago, the awning from the Ritz-Carlton Hotel was removed back in 2018. It crashed to the ground because someone was jumping on that hotel awning and got injured, but it's impossible to anticipate what fans will do and the type of destruction that could result. And so now they are trying to get a handle on what has happened. As you can see, that massive contingency of police officers and crews trying to put out fires and disperse people to get everyone home safely so that no one gets injured.
And looks like, what's happening right there, Aaron?
Not in the right position, Aaron.
Guys, I just wanted to show you. Yeah, they have taken down 2 poles.
Wow.
That's a light post right there, you can see. And they have been carrying it through the crowd over here and just kind of carrying it around. Kind of like how after you win a game in college and you take down the goalposts. And you know, you've heard them do that, but obviously this is a live picture that you can see. I mean, this is, for the most part, I mean, like I'm saying, people have been peaceful. They've been in a very good mood, but just in the last 5 minutes, they've started to take down the light posts. And as you can see, they are parading it down Broad Street towards the other end. But, you know, it's been great. I mean, it's been peaceful. People have been you know, normal and enjoying what it should be when you win a Super Bowl in the city. And yeah, just quickly, how you feeling tonight?
I was on 6 last week. Now I'm on 10 this week.
How do you feel?
I want to cry right now. I'm not gonna lie. It's the best feeling since 2017. Like, just go Birds, man. Just keep it going.
And what about the scene here with so many fans out here enjoying themselves?
It's crazy. Like, they just took 2 street signs down. I don't know how they did it, but they took 2 street signs down. They might take down another one. I don't know. They're working on it.
I appreciate you. So, you know, we're kind of hunkered down over here, kind of to give you an example of where we are. We're at City Hall, Broad, over here, and you know, for the most part, it's been great. There's been a lot of go Birds, of course. As I've said earlier, it's kind of like July 4th out here with the amount of fireworks that continue to go off. But they continue parading around that light post. Unfortunately, folks aren't heeding the mayor's call to stay off of them as people continue to climb them. Hopefully they get down from them safely. But also as well, if you look down, that's the view down Broad the other way. You can see a whole bunch of people standing on top of what are garbage trucks that help kind of control the crowd somewhat, but you can just see that sea, that mass of people, Eagles fans, as far as the eye can see, probably farther down there, way past where Johnny is at the hotel on his balcony. But let's be honest, it's kind of hard to describe exactly what's going on. But there's a lot of excitement. Hey, look over here. Show over there. As you can see over there, I don't know if you can see, there's people holding flares up there. There's been music playing. There's been fireworks over there as well. So there's another gathering of folks. We know the unofficial theme song for the team, Blow the Whistle. We've heard that 1,000 times as well out here. People coming out here with their own speakers and stuff. But as you can see also, there's a lot of officers surrounding the area here. They're behind the blockade over here. But I don't know if you can hear that. I'm hearing a large rumbling sound, almost like, sounds like like a motorcycle or something like that coming, which we haven't heard before. So I don't know if somehow, some way a motorcycle got over there, but which they're bringing them in, it looks like. So if you can see over there, you can see where the officers now is trying to kind of move some folks the opposite way. So obviously this is a new development over there, but yeah, people are going to continue to hang out and have a good time. Let's send it back to you guys.
All right, Aaron Baskerville live there in Center City. We want to go now to NBC 10's Lauren Make. Lauren, we just saw people tearing down street signs where Aaron was, and you have a lot of law enforcement where you are now. What are you seeing and hearing right now?
Yeah, Fred, this may be the rumbling sound that Aaron was just talking about. We are seeing a stream of law enforcement coming through here. We're on the north side of City Hall right now. There has been a motorcycle contingent, both Pennsylvania Highway Patrol, Philadelphia Police, and also some of the suburban agencies as well, who we knew were sending in help for the Philadelphia Police. So that's what we are seeing cutting through this area. You also see a long string of police vehicles. So we've seen the motorcycles, they came first, then the vehicles that are coming here, and there's still quite a string of them. I can't even see the end of it down here, heading down there. What they are doing right now is they're sort of cutting through the crowd that has gathered on the north side of City Hall. There are gates towards the other building over here, and there was sort of a space anyway, the way people were gathering, but they are just cutting right through that. We haven't seen them telling people to move at this point in terms of telling people to go home, but certainly this is preventing people from being all clustered together. It's sort of cutting them in half. It's not exactly clear where they are heading at this point, but there are a lot of them. Certainly out here, though, happy fans who are celebrating as well. They wanted to come out here and be part of this celebration. They are part of this celebration, but law enforcement here as well to try to keep a handle on things. Right here, this is the Highway Patrol from the Philadelphia Police. And as we said, multiple agencies here. That's the sound, I think, that Aaron was hearing from across the way. Guys, you can see they're sort of stopped right now, but there is a long, long line of them to come. Guys, back to you.
It's important for them to try to disperse that crowd or eliminate what we saw with Aaron Baskerville's live shot and a pole coming down, creating a very dangerous situation where potential harm could come. And Lauren May getting a lot of new friends, yes, courtesy of our camera and light, which always attracts attention. Lauren May on the north side of City Hall in Center City. Police trying to break up the crowds that are still arriving.
Yeah, they look pretty happy out there, but as you said, they can bring harm by bringing things down. Let's go now to Johnny Archer, who is live along Broad Street with a bird's eye view. Johnny, I know you're seeing a lot of these police officers move in from your vantage point.
Yeah, so about 15 minutes ago, Fred, over the public announcement system, the Philadelphia Police started to ask people, or not ask, ordered people to disperse off Broad Street. But as you can see, people are not listening. There's still thousands of people in the middle of Broad Street, obviously in a celebratory mood. But as you can see from our vantage point, from the balcony of the Cambria Hotel at Broad and Locust, there are people that have been climbing trees. as you see in the video right here, there was actually 2 people on that light post right next to it, or that street lamp right next to it. And then to the right of that, gentlemen, there's a guy standing on a newsstand. So we all know what happened during the NFC Championship. Unfortunately, that Temple University student passed away after falling when he fell off the light post. So very dangerous situation there. But for the majority of people, things have been fine, and everybody is in a happy mood, you know, after winning the Super Bowl. But I think you're going to start to see the Philadelphia police start to move in and start to disperse some of these people off of Broad Street. I will say, where you're looking right now, it is a little bit more clear. We're seeing pockets of the actual street starting to open up. About 15, 20 minutes ago, this was just a sea of green and Philadelphia Eagles fans. But as you can see, there's still a lot of people out here. But, you know, this is a special moment in Philadelphia history. Winning the Super Bowl is quite an achievement, and this means something truly, truly special for Philadelphia Eagles fans. Like I said before, Fred and Jackie, this is probably the most passionate and loyal fan base of any organization, not just in the country, but probably in the world. One of the most loyal fan bases that any sports organization could ask for. These fans are with the team through thick and thin, but this team just had such a dominant season this year, and then to cap it off, the Super Bowl was just a dominant performance against the Kansas City Chiefs, and you have to give it up to the defense as well. They just had an incredible, incredible game tonight. But here we are, we're out here on Broad Street, just like typical fashion, any big sporting event win, we are out here, and I shared that story before about when I was a student at Temple University in 2008 when the Philadelphia Phillies won the World Series. There was just something that naturally, instinctively told us to come to Broad Street and down to City Hall, and now that's just tradition, and here we are out on Broad Street celebrating Super Bowl 59, world champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. We'll send it back to you in the studio.
Yeah, Johnny Archer live along Broad Street there with the bird's eye view. I mean, this has to be the biggest win in Eagles franchise history, not only because it's a Super Bowl, but because of the margin of victory.
Right. 2-time Super Bowl champions, and they did not want to repeat of 2 years ago when the score was much too close.